So suffering is optional, but here's some steps that we can use to move past it. So the last one we just did was compassion for ourselves. And the next one is wise attention. So this is simply opening our mind to what are the new perspectives, what are the new learning, what are the missing elements in this situation. So for example, in the time when I was frustrated with my husband because I was actually stressed and taking it out on him, I was missing how much he is available and helpful and looking out to do things in a way that works together for the both of us. I was totally overlooking that in that moment. I mean, talk about stamping on a flower. To have the most amazing man in my life and then not cherishing him. I mean, wow, when I really see that, it's just kind of icky. Or the same thing with that guy who is in the hospital and he's got cirrhosis and thinking, how in the world could that happen? I've been not doing anything bad for my liver. Well, he's been heavily drinking. Well, when I look at him just innocent, just honestly. He is innocent. His life path just had him focusing on other things in his life. Truly, he's innocent. In fact, everyone is actually innocent if we look. Sure, they may look like they're doing horribly aggressive things, but we actually don't know what is it inside them that can see no better option. Why would something that alienates you from other people feel like a good option only because they're afraid of being vulnerable? Because power has just seemed like the only tool they could use. When I look more closely, I can see everybody's innocence. Or there's lots of other things that might show up when I just sit there with wise attention. One thing that I find really helpful is just look and see what most inspires me. I'm particularly inspired by really out-of-the-box thinkers who are enormously cherishing and loving. That combination I just love it. So lo and behold, I get life situations that call forth creativity and call forth the journey into greater and greater cherishing. How about that? Life hands me the school to become what most inspires me. Now, other people are inspired by somebody who's really good at seeing every point of view and being a peacemaker. Well, lo and behold, life will hand you on a platter all the situations that cultivate that in you. What else could be the thing that most inspires you? Maybe you like to be a wise teacher. Well, I bet you life will hand you on a platter all the things that will help you cultivate being a wise teacher. Whatever it is that most inspires you, your deepest expressions of full being, your deepest expressions of full vitality, whatever that is, those are going to be the kind of experiences life will hand you on a platter. So as we just pay attention with wise attention, we'll start to notice it's gift after gift after gift. Now, wise attention really is not attached to looking good. Looking good is a trap. Wise attention is not attached to our particular ideas of how things should be. Wise attention is not attached to anything in particular. Because once we've had that compassion for ourselves, that sense of demand, that sense of black and white, that sense of entitlement, actually, that things should go our way, can relax. And then we start to open to where there's good in places that we hadn't originally recognized it. Feeling everybody's innocence, for example, can be difficult. There are definitely people we interact with do not look very innocent. You know, I've had people call from companies and they make promises and price arrangements, blah, blah, blah. And then when I get the bill, when I see what the contract is, they lied to me. But I was a telemarketer for a while, and I know what it's like to have your income tied to people agreeing to these companies' demands, and there's really not much of a win. Like, I couldn't make the money that I wanted. I ended up leaving, but if you've got kids, you don't know a better job, you live in a certain place where you're just trapped, I could see there might be people who end up dealing falsely with others because this is the best option they see at the moment. So the possibility of innocence, even when somebody's clearly being dishonest with me, the possibility of innocence is there when I'm no longer entitled to people must be honest with me. No. I'm not entitled to that. So once I've had the compassion, the wise attention really, really, I'm talking about, opens my heart, opens my mind to seeing the fact that there's innocence and seeing the fact that the universe is giving me every experience custom made on a platter so that I can fully express that which most inspires me. So check and see in those moments for you too. What is available with the wise attention? Once the mind is totally open and the heart is totally open, where is their gifts? And then there's one last step.